Shalom, my friends from here in Jerusalem. For this month's Ask Yael, I want to answer if Jewish people still say the Shema Yisrael prayer 2 times a day, and the answer is yes. The first question comes from when do Jews pray? In the morning, in the afternoon, and at night. We have Shacharit, which is the morning prayers, Mincha, which is the afternoon prayers, and Ma'ariv, which are the evening prayers. And this whole idea of prayer only came to be after the temple was destroyed and we could no longer bring sacrifices. It used to be that the high priest would bring sacrifices and all the people of Israel, all the different nations would come on different occurrences, different holidays for different sins that they did in order to ask forgiveness from God or to give thanksgiving to God. They would bring a sacrifice, and that's how their connection with God was created, and really their continued relationship was done through these sacrifices. After the temple was destroyed, we no longer had the sacrifices to communicate with God through. How do you ask forgiveness from God was the question that was asked. How do you continue having this relationship on the holidays and on an ongoing basis? And that's when organized prayer came to be. And tradition holds that we have the morning, afternoon, and evening prayers from Abraham, Yitzchak, and Yaakov, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Each one of them instituted one of these prayers, that they went out to the fields to pray. Everything that we learn from the Bible in Judaism is instituted into real life practice. We don't just study the words of the Bible, but we make them come alive. What does the stories of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, what could they teach us today in order to further enhance our relationship with God? And that's how we get prayer. And so part of the organized prayer is the Shema Yisrael prayer. Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God, the Lord is one. And we say that in Shacharit prayers, the morning prayers, and we say that in Mincha prayers. We say that in Ma'ariv prayers, the afternoon prayers we don't say it for Mincha, but for Ma'ariv we do say it for the evening prayers. And then we even say it a third time during the day, called Kriyat Shema al Mitah. Before we go to sleep, we say this prayer. And whenever I say the Shema Yisrael, I think of all the Jewish people throughout history that have said that prayer through different circumstances, during the Holocaust, during pogroms, during inquisitions. That is the most emotional prayer that we learn that if we know we're going to die, that's the prayer that we're supposed to say. Those should be the last words that are said off of our lips. So while the Jews stood in gas chambers, that's what they said. When someone gets in a car accident and they think they're on their final breath, that's what they say. When there's an old person laying in the hospital bed knowing that it's his final moments, the Shema Yisrael prayer is what he says. And so it's not only that we say it 2 times during the day, during Shacharit and Aravit, and before we go to sleep, but it's an emotional prayer that we say as well, and that the Jewish people have said throughout history to connect to God and to really make it known in this world to the public and also in our personal relationship to God that we know God is forever. When God makes a promise, he means it forever, and we know, hear, O Israel, the Lord our God, the Lord is one. So thank you, Patsy, for this amazing question, and I look forward to next month's Ask Yael.